And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Give to the big fullback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Now sliding to his left. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down. Playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on 1st down.
The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hubbard. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point in the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Marsh. Oh, a lot of space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running inside, it's Allen. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, San Jose State. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at at the 14-yard line.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. And they got it.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And back to the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Timeout taken by the Spartans. Their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Clark. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking to take a shot. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. And not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Allen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect. Field looking for a big-time play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
He's got him on the move at the 30. Wide open spaces at the 30. That is just a gargantuan watching when plays. He has it all the way down to the 12. The Spartans want to move quickly. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Spartan. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Thomas. Fights off the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have raided through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Thomas. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Line is set on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. On the move. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and 1.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Running inside, it's Thomas. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush.
There's some room. Touchdown, Sparty. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Thomas. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Goes high to pull it in. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Here's Brown. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love those. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.